Hello there, welcome to the art room. This morning we're going to look at oil pastels and how you can blend them. This is a free art lesson and I hope that you will pick up a few tips for using these wonderful pastels. Now, oil pastels are probably less familiar to some of you than the traditional chalk pastels. Chalk pastels are, just like they sound, chalky, and they have a long history of fine art. But oil pastels are not that well known and not as much used by fine artists, although I must tell you that I am a huge fan of oil pastels. If you're a school teacher or a parent, oil pastels are the best thing because they give you a wonderful, rich, vivid color, and that color can be blended. So can you all see, there's the rich dark blue, and I'm pulling it with my finger and blending it out into a lighter tone. Now I have this one in front of me, which was done by a little girl who's only 6, and this picture is inspired by a painting of a peasant boy by the great Mexican muralist Diego Rivera. As you see, all the pastel has been beautifully smoothed and blended and built up. It's a very rich piece. In fact, this could pass as a sophisticated painting by an adult, in my view. The key to good, solid, attractive pastel work is to bear down strongly on the pastel and get a thick surface to it. So if you can look over here, you will see that we've got white, blue, and a kind of a violet mixed together, which gives it a lovely depth and interesting tone. Now, even the little thumbprints of different colors from the child's hand that are mixed into the oil pastel actually add to the liveliness and charm of it. Another thing that I would like you to notice is the child has gone over the entire drawing with a black pastel. So I'm just going to do a little bit of experimenting on here so you can see how beautifully that blending works. So I'm working on some blue, and let's assume that this blue is going to turn into some sky back here. So there we go, some nice loose blue. Now I am pressing down hard, and when you press down hard, what happens, apart from the stick breaking a lot of the time, which is fine, is you get these little, I call them crumbs, little crumbs, and just go ahead and press those back into the paper. Now, as you saw, you can blend it with your finger. That's fine. You can also blend it with a little blending tool. I'm just cleaning it up a bit because I had used it for pencil. This is a traditional artist's little blending tool, and you'll see that this can smooth it out. Look at this area. Now moving to that area. Can you see it's filled in? The pastel is being pressed into those little holes there. But another technique that we discovered quite by accident working with young children who find it quite tedious and painful to bear down hard, their little fingers get really sore after a while. We found that if you use a regular vinyl eraser, you can actually blend it out quite successfully with that. So let me work on this area. And can you see that the pastel has been pulled and pushed into the little holes in the paper? And that is in fact what was done here, because for a young child to complete an entire thing like this, and this is the original size, would be quite a tedious affair. They'd probably keel over after a little while. So let's add something into this. Now, one of the magical things about oil pastel is that if you add white to it, it just is so beautiful and creamy. And I think you can see here how beautiful and creamy and lush that effect is. In fact, oftentimes I will suggest that people color in large, particularly if it's a large area that's going to be difficult to cover. I advise people to color in the area with white and then pick a tone and color over the white. And I don't know if you can tell, but it just travels so smoothly and like silk. Beautiful. Now I've got dirty fingers. Let me get it clean. The whole trick I was telling you, I forgot. Use the eraser to blend it out and smooth it out. And you have a lovely area of color. So basically that is the little secret that we've discovered. Just use an ordinary old vinyl plastic eraser to pull that pastel, to press it into the little holes, and to help blend the colors together. And that'll make it a lot easier and a lot more satisfying. So I hope you enjoy your oil pastels. We'll see you back next time.